dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you. I say one dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you.
Buckminster Fuller reminded us that we should not try to change the present system by fighting it. He advises that if any one person or a group of people or a community wants to change that which we know, we need to create a new model. And in the financial world, we have a perfect example of what blockchain and cryptocurrency did. Satoshi Nakamoto did not go to Washington, did not go to London, did not go to Beijing to be lobbying for financial inclusion. Satoshi Nakamoto did not turn up to any president around the world or prime ministers around the world begging for inclusion or to be recognized, but rather he followed the advice and the philosophy of Buckminster Fuller that do not try to change the corrupt top-bottom down economic module. But if you are not satisfied with the outcome, we should create a new model. And that is what TAC is doing. What cryptocurrencies and exchanges are facing today, cryptocurrency and exchanges like Luno that are going down. A matter of fact, Luno now is less than a cent. Is less than a cent. A stable coin. But what we are doing here in TAC, this is not an event, folks. It's not an event. And some of you, I advise, go to sleep. We will wake you up because this is not for you. You were invited by persons who thought that you would probably have an understanding and an appreciation for what we're doing. But unfortunately, when the script says the poor you should have with you always, it is a true saying. It is a true saying. And so what TAC is doing by creating a city, it is to insulate TAC coin and its exchange. Because at the end of the day, they will not be able to fight something or a system that is working. I mentioned to the community not too long ago that we're looking at the exchange and how the coin will be placed at an appreciative value, and of which value the coin will not go below. That decision now will rest on the cabinet members, as we hinted it yesterday. And by the way, we did have our first meeting of the cabinet members, some with portfolio, some without portfolio. And we are still streamlining the activities of the shadow cabinet. I mentioned yesterday to them that if your vision and dream doesn't scare you, it means that it's not big enough. And as Les Brown always said, most of us underachieve in life, because we set our goals too low and reach them. We set our goals too low and reach them. Most of us who have never achieved anything in life is because we have to see the end from the beginning physically before we started. Is not everyone has the mindset to change what they have met. That is why some professionals entered their profession and never go anywhere, never had any other experiences than their first year. They have never changed anything. They have met the system, they joined the system, and they ended their retirement with the system as they would have met it, with no improvement. We have people like those. They are very happy with what they're doing. You know, when I entered the hospitality industry, it was the same thing. I entered the F&B department. I had waiting staff that were there 10 years, 12 years, 15 years before I arrived. In 3-4 years, I was managing the said staff that trained me. So I know what I am saying. And most of us are in that category. We do not have that fortitude to disrupt the system. We are very comfortable at remaining the way we are. But the irony of it all, we want the lifestyle of millionaires and billionaires, but we are not willing to experience the inconvenience of becoming. We want to become, but we want no disruption. We want financial freedom, but we are not willing to sacrifice. We are not even willing to spend a day, a minute, to research that which you're hanging your life for financial freedom. All what you can do is to complain what we have joined. But this is the mission that we're on. We have to bring everybody on. And so I want to thank those again that the meeting yesterday was very fruitful. This is not an easy task, ladies and gentlemen, in the TAC community. It's not an easy task, but it is for this reason you were born. Because no one is going to do it for us. I've listened to the news. You see what Signature Bank failed, corrupt. Silicon Valley Bank failed, corrupt. The systems are failing. The traditional systems and model that these financial institutions have been built on is failing them. I want us to understand that every system that has been given to us to date has failed us. I dare the Tiashan to tell me any system that the elites would have put in place that have not failed us. Point me to anyone, whether in the religious or in the political spheres. Tell me which system has not failed us. Scandal after scandal from the two institutions, scandal after scandals. You tell me. And so I submit to the Tiashans that the only way out is the way of TAC. And you don't have to believe me. Just continue to do what you're doing now. You have been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years. And if you continue to do it, you will get less than what you got when you started. Because the economy is not modeled for your prosperity. It's not modeled for your prosperity. And if you are successful in this economy, it means that you are a thief. You are a thief and a corruptee. That is the only how. And a liar. A thief, a corruptee, and a liar. That is the only how you're going to beat this system. And show me anyone who have beaten it, who have not lied, who have not stolen, and who have not been corrupted. Show me any one of them. Even when you're going to the airport, when you reach the custom, and the custom man asks you, how much do you spend? Heaven knows, you spend nearly $1,000, but you will say, you know what, I only spend 150, I only spend 200. We're talking about good people, though. We're talking about Christians, though, not even non-Christians. We have to lie because the system does not support honesty. And so we're talking about TAC Diasporan City and the way forward in terms of our financial freedom, because except we are financially free, we are enslaved. We are enslaved. And so I will leave you with this, that the monies that you will earn in this life is equal to your proportion. It is equal to your proportion, and that of which you will do. That is it. Is equal to your proportion and that of what you will do. And of course, the difficulty in replacing you. This is Tree of Abundance. Good day.